Well, hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about Medicare and weight loss medications. So, are weight loss medications covered by Medicare? That is the question of today's video. We're going to talk about the cost of these medications. Are these medications covered by Medicare? How can you get these medications covered if they are covered by Medicare? And some alternatives as well to get these medications covered, okay? In today's video, we're going to talk about Wegovy, Mounjaro, Zepbound, and Ozempic. So let's get right into it. So first, let's answer this question. Why are these weight loss medications so expensive? Like, oh my goodness, in America, weight loss medications could cost you anywhere from $400 to $1,000 or more per month for these very, I would say, famous drugs, okay? There's so many individuals taking these medications, the average everyday individuals, celebrities, and such. So, of course, if you are a celebrity, you can afford Ozempic, right? Or Mounjaro or any of these medications. But for a low-income individual that is struggling with weight loss, these medications can be very expensive. And the reason why these medications are so expensive is because the US government does not negotiate prices with drug makers, okay? So that is why the medications are so expensive. However, you can get some of these medications from Canada. So that is one way to get some of these medications if it's not covered by your health insurance. But in today's video, we're going to focus on Medicare. Does Medicare cover weight loss medications? Before I answer that question, let's talk about each particular medication and talk about what it is designed for, who are their targeted patients, okay? So let's start with the medication Wegovy. So who is this medication designed for? So this is perfect for an individual. Well, I don't like to say perfect when I'm talking about medications because at the end of the day, a lot of these medications do have certain side effects, okay? So let's not say perfect. This medication is designed for individuals that have type 2 diabetes, a certain cardiovascular disease, such as a certain congestive heart failure, so CHF. So, like I said, this medication is designed for individuals that have type 2 diabetes and a certain type of congestive heart failure. And of course, it helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is not covered under Medicare, okay? Now let's talk about our next medication. Now the next medication we're going to talk about is Mounjaro, and this medication does help individuals with type 2 diabetes, and of course it helps with weight loss as well. As of now, Mounjaro is covered under certain Medicare Advantage plan companies and Medicare Part D. So Mounjaro can be covered depending on the plan that you are currently on, okay? As you may know, the cap of medications is now at $2,000 for the year. So the most that you would pay for this medication is about $2,000 for the year. But there are so many plans out there that really is covering the medication. So you may not have to pay that much at all. So yeah, that is good news that Mounjaro is covered. However, to get this medication covered by your insurance carrier and for your doctor to write this medication, most likely you do have to have the diagnosis of diabetes, type 2 diabetes, to get this medication covered. So keep that in mind. Now, the next medication we're going to talk about is Ozempic. Ozempic is also classified for individuals with type 2 diabetes. And of course, it helps with weight loss as well. Now, when it comes to Ozempic, Medicare is covering this medication depending on your Part D plan and your Medicare Advantage plan. So that is good news. And of course, you do have to have that diagnosis of type 2 diabetes it has the benefit of helping you lose weight as well, okay? Now let's talk about the last medication, and we're going to talk about Zepbound. Now, Zepbound is a medication designed for adults that is obese or meet a certain criteria when it comes to their BMI, okay? Now, because this medication is designed specifically for weight loss and not type 2 diabetes, this medication is not covered under Medicare. Why is that? Medicare does not cover medications specifically designed for weight loss. So as of right now, this medication is not covered under Medicare, okay? So as of now, we do have two medications that help with weight loss, and Medicare covers these medications, and this is Mounjaro and Ozempic. So these medications are designed for individuals with type 2 diabetes, and like I said, it can help with weight loss as well. Keep in mind that Medicare does not cover medications designed specifically for weight loss alone. That is the thing. Medicare does not cover weight loss medications. So let's talk about some alternatives, and let's talk about the cost of these medications. Like I said before, these medications are very expensive because the US government does not negotiate drug costs with drug makers, okay? Unlike other parts of the world, other parts of the country negotiate drug costs with drug makers, passing on that savings to their people, right? Unfortunately, the US government is not there yet. The US government does not negotiate drug prices, okay? So that is why these medications are so expensive. You can't purchase some of these medications via Canada. So there is a pathway there. The law has been passed that Americans can purchase medications via Canada. So that is one way that you can save costs and spend a lot less when it comes to these weight loss drugs. The next thing that is very important to take note is employers' health insurance coverage. So if you're at the age of 64, 65, and you're still working and you have health insurance through your employer or your spouse employer, and you're on these weight loss medications and these medications are covered, you may want to look at your drug costs when it comes to Medicare before you decide to come off your employer's coverage and do some comparison. Right now with Mounjaro and Ozempic, that may not be an issue, but some of these other weight loss medications, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be new weight loss medications that's going to come out. If your employer is covering these medications, you may want to stay on your employer's coverage and delay Medicare. Remember, as long as there is 20 or more employees where you work at and they're offering credible health insurance coverage, then you could just skip Medicare, right? And when you're ready and you're, done taking the medications and such, and you have lost the weight, then you could go ahead and get on Medicare once you're done taking your medications. That is an option. Some individuals will literally stay on their employer's coverage because their weight loss drug is covered. Now let's talk about the cost of the medication when it comes to the tier of the medication. So these medications are classified by tier. So you have tier 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and sometimes tier medication 6. Of course, if you're taking a tier 1 medication, you're on a generic drug, right? And most likely that medication is a $0 copay. So it's very important to figure out what tier is that medication. That's going to determine the copay that you pay for your medication. Is the medication in the plan's formulary? If it is, then most likely the medication is covered. And like I said, depending on the tier, determines your actual copay, okay? So that is very important to take note. Just because Mounjaro and Ozempic is covered under Medicare does not mean every Part D plan is going to cover it. It does not mean every Medicare Advantage plan is going to cover it as well. Now let's talk about pre or prior authorization. Some of these medications may require that your doctor send in some additional documentation when it comes to your diagnosis, your health history, and such to get that medication actually approved. Let's say you're on a plan and the medication is not even covered. You can still use prior or pre-authorization to get that medication approved. So it's very important to not just switch your insurance right away. Look to see if your insurance carrier will actually cover the medication. Have your doctor take that extra step. It's part of their job, right? Have them do that extra step and send in the information the insurance company need to see if you can get that medication approved through prior authorization or step therapy. So you just never know. The insurance company may surprise you and they actually may cover that medication costs, or at least bring down the cost of the medication, or even bring down the tier for your particular situation. Now, during my research, I do want to include this, that a lot of times with these medications, these weight loss medications, the Medicare Advantage plans tend to be a lower cost for these medications. So if you're on a standalone drug plan, maybe you have a Medicare supplement plan and a standalone drug plan, or maybe you have original Medicare and just a standalone drug plan, you may want to look at a Medicare Advantage plan if this is something that is worth it for you. So like I said, when it comes to these Medicare Advantage plans, some of the drug costs is a lot cheaper on the Medicare Advantage plan side versus a standalone drug plan. So you let me know, what do you think about Medicare and weight loss medications? Should Medicare start covering medications specifically for weight loss? What do you think about that? I really want to know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Share this video with a friend if you know someone that needs this information. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you need help, give our office a call. We'll be more than happy to assist you. If you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.